Hi and welcome to another edition of BRE TV. My name's Allister and I'm joined with me today with Dominic Morrison. How are you, Dominic?
Yeah, good to be along, Allister. I think it's a little while where you and I have done this together.
It has been a while.
Good to have you back.
And since we last caught up, Dominic, as they say, winners are grinners, and Ballarat Real Estate is certainly grinners at the moment because we've just come back from the Real Estate Institute of Victoria Awards for Excellence, and we've come back winners in the marketing category. We've taken out the marketing category for an amazing result we got for a property in Eversley, and we were awarded the highest accolades I think the industry can offer.
We're the only regional agency to ever pick up an award. And you see a lot of the different franchise groups and organisations have their own different events and stuff where everyone wins a prize, but the REIV one is a true industry, peer recognised, peer review award where they really do panel of judges
properly done, where they actually recognise the top performing agencies in the industry. And it's a really great recognition, I think, for our team here at Ballarat Real Estate to acknowledge the fact that we have a fantastic group of people, a fantastic group of professionals.
Especially our graphic design team.
That's right.
So we're the only agency in Ballarat. So we've got 2 graphic designers under our roof with us, 7 days a week.
Specialists in their field of marketing.
Yeah. So they work with us all day. We can change things, and that's the difference with an independent agency. We're able to mould a campaign to suit you. If you want to make any changes, we can do that at any time. The flexibility is a real luxury, and now it's an award-winning.
It's flexibility and innovation, I think, Dominic. We're able to be innovative on a per property basis, and obviously that has a great impact for our vendors in terms of the result they're able to get, the prices they're able to achieve. But I think it's a great recognition too that even in a regional sense like Ballarat, what we're doing here is market leading right across the state. So it doesn't matter whether you're with a high-end company in Melbourne or you're with an office here in Ballarat at Ballarat Real Estate, you are getting the top end of service, and that's recognised by the industry.
And the other thing that I think we should all be very proud of, there was a group of 12 of us that went down. So I think our team's gone up to about 35, 40 people now, but all 12 people that went down, we got back at about, because we travelled down the bus, so we didn't get back till about 2, 3 a.m. Everyone came to work the next day here at 9 o'clock. So how's that for dedication?
It is a dedicated team. So congratulations to all the team for a fantastic result. Were you first thing in the morning, Dominic?
I was.
You might have been 5-10 minutes.
I was here in body. I don't know about up here, but
not in spirit. But it was a fantastic result. So well done to the team. I think our graphic design team are putting together this little video over ATV that do it regularly for us all, to have a little bit of a snippet of our fantastic achievement. So hats off to the team for a great result. But really, as well as the result, the result that we got in the REIV awards, it's also important to recognise the fantastic job the team are doing in terms of the results we're getting for the sale of properties.
It hasn't slowed down since the win. I think it's only stepped up.
I've got to say, Dominic, 61.
Okay.
61 in October properties we sold, which is fantastic. In fact, even on looking on realestate.com.au, Ballarat Real Estate is the #1 agency for sales in the area. We've sold more properties than any other agency in Ballarat. And it's not even just by a little bit, it's by
quite a margin.
It's a lot.
It's not far off. We're not far off being twice the number of sales of our second competitor for the month of October. But it's been pretty consistent this year that we've been, if not up the top, right up there. So in October, almost twice the number of our sales of our nearest competitor. So what that means for you as a seller is that we're talking to more people. So we've got buyers on the books that are looking, and we're working with them constantly. We've got a group of 12 salespeople. So we've got, because we're selling more, we're meeting more buyers. We need more sales members to help service them. So it's obviously a winning combination.
And you've got to really spell that out for people what it means to have more buyers. To have more buyers basically means that you have more competition for your property. And more competition, as we all know, yields a better price for a property. If there's more people who really want your property, they will pay a better price for your property. So effectively, to listen to anyone other than Ballarat Real Estate is really just destining your property for a lower sales price, because you will naturally have less buyers that are looking at your property. So look, if you're looking at selling in the marketplace at the moment, you want to maximise your price, you really have no choice other than to list with the agency that generates more sales and more buyers than any other agency in town and can really deliver you the top price for your property. It's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it?
Correct.
And the sales results just keep on coming. As I said, a massive month in October. We're expecting, November's just kicking on as well. There's probably might even surpass October in terms of coming into November. But some really key sales results that I want to point out is I've got a big number myself, Don, because we sold a magnificent period home at 9 Erard Street South.
You've had a pretty good run, actually.
I'm selling some big high-end properties at the moment,
Yes.
which is great to sell the high-end properties, Don, but we sell everything. We're everybody's agent. We can
So
sell everything.
9 Erard Street's one of those undisclosed ones, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The price was a really great result. The vendor was very happy, purchaser very happy, but it was a really great, a landmark property to sell.
A huge sale price there for an unrenovated property. So I wish it wasn't undisclosed. I wish it wasn't a private sales figure because it is an amazing result.
And we also got another great result at 106A Burnbank Street, and the story with that one is truly amazing. It really spells out the idea that if you've got a competitive element for your property, if you've got lots of buyers who are interested, price is a secondary consideration. Because we had that property on the market at 106A Burnbank Street for $625 to $645 range. I think we had something like nearly 40 people through the first open house, and then followed up on the weekday open house with another 15 or so people through in the weekday. I think we had 7 offers by the end of the campaign, which was just in the second week we wrapped it up, and it ended up selling for $742.
Huge result.
$742.
So 625 to 645 and sold for $742. So
Yeah, only because we had that maximum amount of interest, more buyers than any other agency yields a result like that. That's when you can expect to get a absolutely record sale price for a property. So.
Yep.
Likewise, you got a great result for a property at 16 Arama Avenue. I think it would have just been more people at Arama Avenue than at the Ballarat show last weekend. Would there have been, Don? There would have been that many people through.
It was good. We had 20 odd buyers through the house over the week campaign, and it sold in that week. So sold in 1 week. Price range was $295 to $320, and it sold for $322.
Yep.
Maybe $500. Every last dollar we went for. But I'm noticing here we've got a few more sales to talk about. But every sale on our list has gone for above the top part of the range. So that's interesting and an indication of what's happening in the market. Another one of mine that we'll talk about, 213 Allister Street. So that was a central 2-bedroom weatherboard on 300 square metres. And it was priced $380 to $395, and I sold that in week 1 again for $402, $500 again. So $380 to $395, so for $402, $500 in week 1. So it's another one above the range.
And you really know when that's an extra $500 at the end of the sale price that we're really pushing the market to get top dollar for you. So you know you've got a great agent when they're getting the last $500 in the negotiation. That really is called getting top price. And likewise, Andy Hanna had a great result at 50 Faversham Avenue, Lake
Massive
Gardens.
result.
Massive price. And we're just really absolutely leading the way in Lake Gardens. I think we would have to be market leaders in terms of getting results in Lake Gardens.
So that was a 3-bedroom home, and Andy Hanna sold that for $570,000. So it's really great news for Lake Garden homeowners to see those results coming through. Andy Hanna's doing good things in that area, so he's got a lot of. He sold that off market, so there was no marketing done or anything because he's always communicating with buyers. He's got them there waiting, and he's able to put them onto a property straight away and get huge prices. So Andy Hanna's hop on our website. I won't tell you his phone number because I don't know it, but hop on our website and grab his number, and he'll help you out.
He's your man for Lake Gardens, that's for sure. But it's really just indicative of the market at the moment. Like if you were ever going to sell, or if you ever thought, when will I get my house on market? When will be a good time? My God, now has to be the time.
I think we've got an election next year, so now would be the ideal time to get things moving. Plenty of time before Christmas. January, personally, January last year was my best month, so don't be afraid of that.
We'll look back in the future, Dom and I reckon we'll say they were the days, they were the golden days of real estate when people were absolutely getting some amazing results. Like it's really unheard of. In my 20 years of real estate, I've never really seen anything quite like in terms of the results that people are getting and the buyers out there in open houses where you're getting 20, 30, 40 groups of people for open houses. If you were ever going to have a go at the market, now is the time.
For sure.
Don't wait. And even better, as we're getting up closer to Christmas, we've got a great window of opportunity to get your house on the market, get it sold just before Christmas, or get it sold shortly thereafter, when there's not a lot of stock on the market, to maximise your sale price. It really is golden time. But we have got some new good stock coming on market as well. That being said, I know that you've got a property at 415 Tinworth Avenue, which is a funky little place, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah, a bit stylish. So it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-living area brick home in Tinworth Avenue, which is quite a nice boulevard there. So that's 380 to 420. So a nice price point there for investors or first home buyers. So
109 Little Dodge Street. Jack Draper's got a beautiful brick house there, very beautifully presented, really well done all the way through.
yeah, it's got
Quality
like a
property.
mid-century style happening there. Yeah, great location. So if you don't know Little Dodge Street, it's parallel with Main Road, so in that Golden Point area.
Great spot. Great spot.
He's going to have a big day.
It's got a park opposite there, looking out onto a park. It's got everything going for it. You've got a beautiful home at 19 Botanic Drive. My God, if I wasn't in the house, I was going to be buying 19 Botanic Drive. That is a stunner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge home in Ballarat North. Big family home, 4 bedrooms, 3-4 living areas.
Tennis court
out the back, which is great for the kids. No lawns to mow. So that's an ideal property to be thinking about for families for sure.
And 18A Morgan Street is a great, easy, low maintenance, newer house in Sebastopol there that Damien Larkin lives close to a lot of things. Good sized kitchen. It's a really comfortable home, that one. I think it'll go really well.
Yeah, it'll be only about 5 years old, but
entry level pricing.
Yeah, we met the lady there at the property today, and I feel like she's hardly lived in it because it's kept really nicely. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it's absolutely spotless. So there's some great new properties, of course. The place to go to see all of our listings is the #1 real estate website in Ballarat, ballaratrealestate.com.au. But we'll keep keeping on as November and December ticks through with a massive end of the year. But as we reiterated, if you're looking to sell, ring us straight away, because now is premium time. We wouldn't want you to miss out on what has been a stellar month.
We work all through this period, so there's no 2 weeks off or anything. There's just the main, public holidays will be closed, but every other day we're open, and it's actually
all through Christmas.
It's a good time because Ballarat have a lot of people that migrate to Melbourne and Sydney, but they come home for Christmas, and Ballarat is a very buzz investment market at the moment. So no doubt they're going to be popping in here. We're open 7 days, still through those periods, open 7 days, and they're going to be looking for investments. They're going to be perhaps looking, maybe they had a great Christmas lunch and they're going to move back here.
It's funny, Dom, I had Jack come in and see me. He told me that he had some people in today, and they've got about $1.5 million to spend, sold their property in Melbourne. And then he said, why did you come to see us here at Ballarat Real Estate? He said, they said, we noticed so many people coming in and out of your office and your office location. We figured you are the biggest and most prominent agent in Ballarat. That's why we thought we'd come and see you. Yep. I think that's exactly what's happened with those out-of-town buyers. They've got big dollars to spend. They come to Ballarat. They see us first online at Google, because we rank #1 on Google. We're open when they want to inspect property, and that's why we sell more properties to those out-of-town buyers. We sell more properties than any other agent, and we get better prices, I believe, than any other agent. So.
And it'll continue right over Christmas. So happy to talk during these next few weeks. And some people are just like the idea of maybe getting on our books now, so we can talk to those good buyers over Christmas, and maybe we'll kick the campaign off early next year. But there's a lot of ways we can tailor the campaign for you, so come and see us.
So thanks for watching another edition of Ballarat Real Estate TV. I've been Allister Morrison. Thanks, Dominic, for being with us again.
Great to come along.
And
Good to have you back up.
We'll see you again for another edition shortly.